Welcome back to the 12 Weeks of Christmas. This is Trisha Petito. This week we'll be doing project number 4, a shaker card. I'll be using these thin cuts. These are the circle shaker thin cuts and the shaker window pre-done foam and acetates. These are really nice because they're already ready for you to do and you don't have to do any extra work. I'll be also using this white cardstock and glitter cardstock, which are just scraps. I'm only using 2 parts of this shaker thin cut, the inside and the outside piece. The rest are for confetti, which I won't be using. I'm going to use my Cricut Cuttlebug, but you can use any die cutting machine. These are the 3 plates to make our sandwich. I use the term sandwich to remind you of how to do your die cut. So there's 3 plates. The bottom is A, the middle is C, and the top is the B plate. You put them together like a sandwich to put your die cut in the middle. Roll it through and it cuts your piece. This is your bottom part of your shaker, the part you're going to stamp on and put your sequins on. We're going to do it again, and this is going to be your outside piece of your shaker, the part that you see to make it pretty. The embellished part, if you would. We're going to put it through the die cutting machine yet one more time. We're going to throw this piece away. It's actually the other part, this part, that we're going to be using. This is the top of your shaker. Like I said, the part that makes it pretty. I'm just using a pokey tool or my scissors to get it out of the die cut. Next, we're going to assemble a card. I'm literally just using some scrap pieces of black cardstock and a leftover piece of zip strip. And that is the base of my card. Simple and easy. Now it comes to making my shaker. I just took one of my M stamp sets, which is our small stamp set, and I stamped it with some intense black. A cute little Santa, and I used some of my inks, some of my tri-blend markers, and colored it in here. And now it comes to the part that I wanted to go over with you, which is assembling a shaker. So we're going to take these foam and acetates. We're going to take one of the foam bases and one of the acetates out. These are actually packs of 6, so we only need one of each. Now the acetate actually has a film on it, so we want to make sure we get that film off of it. You can take any kind of pokey tool. I'm going to use my scissors. It was handy, it was right there. And the trick is to try to find which side actually has that little protective on it. So I usually just kind of poke the edge of it and find which side has it and slowly peel it away, and I finally found it, and we just peel that off and throw that away. That was just the protective for shipping. And this is the piece that we want to set aside. We're not ready for it yet. This is what I stamped, my little Santa. That's our base. And okay, so this is our foam piece. This is what's going to build on. We only need that outside edge. So we're going to peel this protectant off of it. And remember, we only need that outside edge. We could pull it off, but it would be a little wonky. And I want it to look really nice underneath my acetate. So I'm just going to place my acetate right over it and adhere it on there. But we don't need all of that 3D foam behind it, as you know. So I'm going to actually peel it backwards. This is my trick. So I'm going to split it and slowly peel it away. As you can see, I only need that outside edge. What's on my left is what I'm keeping. What's on my right is what's my excess or leftover 3D foam tape. So as you can see, I'm slowly peeling away. peeling the excess 3D foam in my right hand. The left hand is what I'm keeping for my shaker card. And there we go. So the right side, you'll see it's already perforated. I can use all those extra little pieces on my right side for other projects. It's a nice little extra. That side is what I'm going to be keeping for my shaker. And as you can see, it's super sticky. It's actually sticking to my nail. That's what we're using for our shaker. So let's go ahead and put our base down where we want it on our card. We're going to adhere this to the card. That's the base, or what we're going to be seeing in our shaker. I'm going to use this anti-static pouch so that our sequins don't go everywhere. Just put a little adhesive on here, get it ready to go. So this is the bottom of our shaker, the part that you see that looks really pretty in the shaker. I'm going to use this anti-static pouch, and I'm just going to run over that Santa with it. That's going to make it so my sequins don't go all crazy when I go to put them on there. So you can use any kind of sequins or beads or anything like that. I'm going to use my loose silver sequins here. Figured they would be a nice contrast to my gold glitter that I'm putting on the outside. I'm going to just dump a little bit on here. You don't want to put too little and you don't want to put too much. Sometimes I actually use measuring, but today I just dumped them right on there. You want to put them in a little pile in the middle, but a flat pile. You don't want them concave or convex in the middle, so I usually flatten them out with my finger but keep them in the middle. That looked like a decent amount to me. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my acetate with my sticky. Now this is a very sticky, very, very, very sticky. So you have one chance to put this down. You see a couple of my sequins jumped up, but it wasn't bad because I used that anti-static pouch. I'm going to seal it around. And my shaker is almost done. Now as you can see, that foam is kind of ugly. So that is why we have that beautiful glitter that we cut. And that's what's going to hide that ugly foam that you see underneath the acetate. This really pretty glitter. Now I use a regular, this zip style tape to do this because you're adhering it to the top of your acetate, which is plastic. So this style tape usually does a little bit better than like a liquid style glue. I find this does a little bit better on the acetate. So we're just going to go around and make sure we get some good tape on here and adhere that right on top of our acetate. And that's our finished piece of our shaker. Oh, look how pretty that looks. The gold and the silver are just gorgeous together. Love that. And who doesn't like to play with a shaker card? Look how fun that is. Awesome. Lots of little sequins with our Santa. And there it is. Look at that. Love it. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I decided I wanted a little stamping, some ho ho ho. This was part of the stamp set, so I went around my shaker. Love it. And then I went ahead and put a couple die cuts from the Holly Jolly with a little poinsettia and a couple extra sequins on the outside. And there we go. That's the finished card. Simple, easy, simple shaker. You could do with just scraps and a couple embellishments. I just wanted to mention before I finished that you can do 2 other kinds of shakers with our Close to My Heart pre-done shaker kits. We have a star with the shaker and foam that matches. And we also have a heart kit with the shaker foam and acetate that's already pre-done and ready for you. These can be both found on page 65 and 66 in our core catalog. I will make sure all the links are down below this video if you are interested in any of these projects. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you back next week for our next project in our holiday series. Bye.